welcome back to the Wafflehouse. Yeah, that's a new one. Wafflehouse in Exandria, back in Imon. Dak will give us a resume from last week.
Yeah. So we picked up with Ragesh still reeling from the loss of her father and the realization that she wouldn't see him again. We quickly decided that staying where we were was not a particularly great idea. So Lewin teleported us back to the Viacroc in Imon, where everyone got some rest and alcohol. The following day, shopping was had at Gilmore's, and Ragesh went off with Dodo to go and explore Amon, and in the process discovered pastry, which always makes everyone feel better. After some shopping, off to the Alvesta Lyceum, I believe it was, to go and visit Alora Visoran on request, who made us aware that Singon had obviously disappeared as intended, but didn't quite end up where they wanted to, and don't seem to be able to get back. So has tasked us with trying to find what happened and what can be done about it, while Amon and all them, or more accurately, the magic casters within Amon, do what they can to help Singon remotely. And to top it all off, Lewin's pocket dimension got broken into by entities unknown with a note left behind, which is about as much of a lead as we've got at the moment, because we tried to research what happened to Singon and made a complete hash of it. So, yep, that about sums it up, I think. I don't think I forgot anything else.
Oh, I think that about sums it up. I just needed an itemised bill of all the money that you spent as well. Okay, so you have a disturbed sleep in the Viacroc. Woken in the morning, there's bustle of activity outside. You hear the cry of oxen pulling lumber down the narrow streets. The fishing boats have come into the port and are removing their catch, due to go out again later today. You wake and Marshall knocks on the door. Wafflehouse breakfast is ready. Coming down?
Indeed.
Breakfast!
And he stands out the way as Boris stampedes down the stairs, still wearing his wee willy winky in pyjamas. Breakfast is had. Ragesh comes down about half an hour later. With Dido, they have become very good friends. She is wearing, not her leathers, but she's wearing a summer dress. She's still got some makeup on. It looks a little bit haphazard and still has some ribbons in her hair. Wafflehouse, Dak. How are you this morning?
I'm well. How about you?
I'm getting there. You see the bags under her eyes are still there, but they're getting less deep. She's starting to look a bit more hollow in herself. Dido takes her and feeds her fish stew and bread, and she wolfs it down. And within 5 minutes, they get up and they disappear into the city. Wafflehouse, I will see you this evening. Going to go to do this thing called shopping, which is apparently very good. There's apparently a fantastic. Dido's told me there's a fantastic hairdresser up in the upper city, where you can get wonderful hairdos, and I think mine probably needs looking at.
Speaking of this evening, we may actually be travelling for a while. So we'll arrange for your accommodation to stay here for as long as you like, or until we return. Singon, unfortunately, still needs some help.
And Marshall gets his scroll out from behind the countertop. Says, Wafflehouse. Okay, well, we'll look after her like she's one of ours, but hello, it does cost.
Yeah,
I'll keep it on your tab. I'll trust you're good for it. Do you want me to hang on to the room again like we did last time?
I think that's a good idea. Thank you.
Well, there is a matter then for settling for the 50 gold pieces when you weren't here.
Okay, yeah, I'll just flick that to him.
And he just snatches out the air as lots of coins rain on him. And Huin picks one out of the air as well and rushes into his pocket, having to stuff himself a gold piece. And Dido takes Ragesh's hand and they run out. Well, if I don't see you this evening, fairly well. I have to go and do shopping, get my hair done.
Okay, you enjoy yourself.
I will try. And she disappears out. And you're left there. There are a couple of merchants sitting in the bar having breakfast as well, who had overnighted there. There is activity outside. Bar itself, the actual tavern itself, is quiet. What's the Waffle House going to do for the day? Day's yours.
Well, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think we tied up most of our loose ends yesterday. I think we were considering travelling this morning, weren't we?
I think that might have been the plan, yeah, but I do like the idea of shopping and a nice haircut.
I mean, I'm sure we could find time for a haircut if you really think you're that in need of one.
I don't think I've ever had one before. It's just
I
kind
don't
of
know.
there, isn't it?
Does your hair sort of go past your ankles?
Well, no, it generally gets chopped, burned, arrows hit it.
Otherwise removed.
Yes.
Fireball.
All of that.
Oh, I see. Okay.
But hey, if the world needs saving, the haircut can wait.
Saving. Anyone got anything else they need to be doing?
The only thing JC would do on the way past is pick up some arrows. That's about it.
Yeah.
You can do that without a problem. There are supplies that are easily found. You've passed many places which will do this. And because of your reputation, you get them at a reasonable price.
I have a question.
Hmm.
Well, I often find myself far away from things that I would like to kill.
Sure.
Now, this thing that JC uses with the rope on it that fires things. Yeah, I could learn to use one of them.
Oh, his bow or crossbow. Yeah. I mean, probably.
I want one. Is there one that suits me better than him? Because his one looks more
bigger.
like smaller, and is there one that could use more strength?
Yeah, I mean a longbow or a ballista. I don't know.
A ballista. I want one of them.
Yeah, I was joking. I don't think.
Find me
really
a ballista.
I don't think you'd really be able to carry one of those around.
So you're in this martial shop when you're discussing this, and there's a half orc behind the counter. He's got a scar on his face. He's clearly seen action. What, a ballista? Really? I'm sure I can get one, but are you sure you really want one of those?
I mean, I don't know what it is, but it sounds pretty cool.
It is very cool. It's very big.
How big? I'm pretty strong.
Do you have the balls to fire a ballista?
He's the champion.
If you want to see my balls, sir.
Not really.
They're frequently on display.
Hang around me long enough, you will see them. But look, I've already got the chair on my back, so the ballista, will it fit maybe on my hip?
Well, you'd probably need to have put it on a cart or something, or
You could attach it to the chair of sitting.
And then it becomes the ballista of sitting.
well,
Boris is going to fire himself, isn't he?
Yeah.
well, I could source you a ballista for 1,000 gold pieces.
I'm not sure this is a great idea.
So to clear up what I'm actually asking, because I actually don't know the answer to this, crossbows and bows and things like that, am I right in saying they use your dexterity when you use them?
They do. Crossbows and bows use dexterity. Daggers use dexterity or strength, and they're all throwing things like javelins, pylons, spears thrown, usual strength.
Okay. So probably not a crossbow or bow or anything like that then. You are the crossbow, that is true. I will stock up on some javelins then, if that's okay.
Aye, well, we can give you the javelins. I can do them at a discount. I'll give you a gold piece each.
Excellent.
They look a little notched. They're sharp. They weigh £2 each. And he can give you 5 javelins. We've got anywhere to put these though. They're quite cumbersome.
Can I just strap them to my back?
Well, there's a chair there.
You need like a really big quiver, don't you?
I'll tell you what, that chair on your back, what if I do this? And he gets one of the javelins and just sticks one of them into the chair. Right, and he does it, and if you don't stop it, he puts all 6 of them, stick them into the chair. There you go, you've got ready access from that chair on your back. Strange, I've not seen that before. It looks a bit weird, but each to their own.
Bear with me a second. After he does the first one,
Yep.
I need to work out whether Boris would just kill him or not.
Okay, go for it. Go for it.
Just twist his head off.
All right, guys, another court case coming. I'll see you in 3 weeks.
Yeah. So he just sticks the first one into the chair sitting on your back.
Okay. I would like to, before obviously you can do this with the second one.
Yeah.
I would like to pick him up, preferably by the head.
Okay. Let's. Is anybody else going to do anything?
JC's going to walk out of the shop knowing what's coming and just wait outside.
So let's just put Boris on here. And God, you guys just do my head in.
Well, this is your fault.
It is. It is actually completely my fault. You're absolutely right.
And he was supervised.
Okay. So he is. Is that gonna do what I want it to do? There we go. Oh, there we go. So you're gonna try and pick him up, yep?
Yep.
It has crashed. Let's just restart that. His role, what he has done there, has been to stick the javelin in the back. You can have this as an attack. Are you going to do an attack, or are you going to do a grapple or something? What are you going to do? What are you going to do? Anything? Anything at all? Have we lost Boris?
We lost him. Speak to me, Boris.
Come back from the light.
That crap.
Oh, please be connecting.
Oh yes, I think you should grab his head.
So Boris changes his voice slightly and rips his head off. Yep. We're imminently Roll20 are going to be integrated into Discord. So I don't think we will have all this dropping on Discord that we do here.
Nice.
Okay, we've got Boris back.
Hello.
Hello, he's back. There we go. Don't know what happened there.
Sorry about that.
So, a javelin is stuck into the chair of sitting on your back. He has 5 others in his hands. Yep. So what are you doing?
Yes. Upon that first one going in, there's a pause of Boris absolutely stunned by this, because who would ever chuck a javelin into the most powerful magic item ever created? And he sees him go try and put the second one in, so he's just going to basically put his hand on his head and then lift him up off his feet.
Boris, what are you doing?
Okay, could you make a grapple, an athletics roll for me, please?
Okie dokie.
It's 21. Okay, you grab him by his big gnarly head and you lift him up, yeah? Well, your strength is what, 22, isn't it?
Yeah.
You can do that. And he goes, "Oh, gods, what are you doing? Ah! And his legs are now kicking.
Boris, put him down.
And you can hear this creaking coming from his neck.
What are you doing?
Put me down!
You attacked
Boris.
my chair. Fix
Put him
it.
down, Boris.
23 to hit. He sticks a javelin in your side. 6 piercing damage.
Okay.
Oh god, now he's definitely going to die.
Put me down!
You attacked my chair. Fix it.
Okay, and he's going to try and push you away now. Could you make athletics or acrobatics roll for me, please? Oh, I've got a natural 20. You still beat him. And you just basically, you're so big, you just got your big hand on his head. This is the wrong music now, isn't it? So,
Yes, we need combat music for shopping.
Why? Why? There we go. So you're picking up by his head, and he's starting to get really angry. He's getting angry with you. And what are you going to do now? So he's tried to push away, and he can't. He's stuck a javelin in your side. You've taken 6 piercing damage.
Boris, put him down.
I will drop him to the floor and stand over him.
Okay.
You owe me for this chair. How much was the chair? I'll turn to Lewin, who I think was there when I purchased it.
Could you make an intimidation roll for me, please?
I certainly can.
Because you're standing there and you've just done this, you have an advantage on this.
Cool. It's a 24.
Oh, God, what are you doing?
Oh, in that shot, he does get to see Boris's balls.
He does. He does. Well, actually, no, because you haven't got a kilt on. You are wearing traveller's clothes still. Although your chest is sort of bursting through the top, a little bit like Desperate Dan.
Nipples first.
Yeah, absolutely. And he goes, "What's this about? Is it you turn him over? I paid my dues to the Thieves Guild."
This chair was given to me by Cord. This is the champion's chair.
And he looks at the rest of you. Who is this madman? He's a psychopath.
That's not
Well-
untrue.
Now is not the time to be calling him that.
Okay. He around his neck, you can see he has got a whistle, and he reaches his hand and blows the whistle. What are the rest of you doing?
As he does it, can I cast Mage Hand just to cover the whistle so it keeps all the sound in?
Yep, make a sleight of hand roll.
Sleight of hand. Oh, it's only an 8. God's sake.
No, you can't.
Aw.
What's everybody else doing? You skip.
I'm just watching with glee in my eyes. I love chaos.
And you can a little dragon head comes out and looks and is just chortling away to itself. and he looks at you and he goes, "Mama."
Oh.
He says that in common. "Mama."
Oh my god, adorable. I'm just in the corner brooding. My ovaries are swelling right now.
Rest of you, anybody else doing anything? Whistle is blown.
Trying to de-escalate.
We must fix the chair. Where do we go to fix the chair? And Boris is going to start running out of the shop.
Okay. I know you. You are Dak of the Wafflehouse. I've got your number.
No need.
What
Can
is
someone pay this man, please?
100 gold pieces? Keep me quiet.
Who's got the bag of holding?
JC will pull out 100 gold pieces from the bag of holding and just stack them on the table.
Okay.
Apologies, my friend is an idiot.
You can hear Boris outside the shop running around shouting for a chair doctor.
See what I mean? You mean a carpenter, Boris? Shut up.
And you leave, and you are asked never to come back, and have your shadows darken his door again.
I'll add that to the places we can't go now.
A carpenter. Well, you only know of one carpenter in Imon.
And that was him.
No, you know of a individual called Mendacious Tabletop. Sorry, Tabletop. Who was the
right.
And because Brick used to go there.
Brick used to go there, yeah.
Did we know him or meet him, the rest of us?
I think Brick spoke of him. I don't know if we ever went there.
Okay. Boris is going up to citizens and asking them to direct him to Mendacious Tabletop.
Could you make a persuasion roll for me, please?
Who, me?
No, Boris.
He's quite irate. Could it be intimidation instead?
Okay, make an intimidation roll.
Thank you.
10. And people are scattering from you, and you can see a group of thugs come out towards you. The veteran who was in the arms shop calls them over and pays them off, and they all look at you. And you can hear porcupines.
Oi, you!
You gonna go back?
Well, if they're looking at me, I'm yelling at them. They might know where Mendacious is.
And they all have crossbows aimed at you.
No, I don't care about that. I need to fix the chair.
Oh. Okay. Just go.
Go? Where am I going? Which way?
Just anywhere. See this? Look behind you. Go that way.
Go, and Boris sprints in that direction. This way to Mendacious.
Could you roll a D6 for me and see which way? No, D8. See which way you're going to go. 2, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1. So you go into the Cloud Top district. Do the rest of you follow him?
Reluctantly.
So there are guards there on the gate, and you just charge through them, wielding this chair with this javelin stuck in it.
Can't stop, chair.
And they try and bar your way.
In the middle of the street, hands on his hip, staring at the floor and just muttering to himself, "We were heroes once, and now we're chasing after a man with a chair."
JC will be doing that sort of half-hearted jog/run just to keep a rough eye on him.
Okay, so Boris, you end up in this area which looks quite salubrious now. And most of it has been repaired from both the Chroma Conclave and the Devil attacks. and you can see there are builders there, and there are still sort of carts and there's scaffolding on the side. People working, sort of finishing off the repairs.
Repairs, you say?
Yep.
You! Fix my chair!
Yep. Right, what's wrong with it?
And I'll show him. Look! Someone put a stick in it.
And he looks at the other and says, "Are you simple?"
No, I'm Boris.
I'll fix your chair for 2 gold pieces. Porcupine.
JC will catch up at this point and hand him 5 gold pieces, just make him happy somehow.
Okay, so what this man comes down, he's wearing sort of leather dungaree type clothes, goes up to the chair and grabs onto the javelin and just pulls it out. Never been better. There was a small hole in the chair, mind you. Small divot.
No, you need to fix it.
Right. Put your bottom on that chair.
Okay.
Okay. Sit down.
Yep.
Right. Stand up.
Yep.
Fixed. There you go.
Oh.
Can I, whilst he's sitting, right,
Oh,
can
no.
I, minor illusion,
Oh no.
where the hole in the chair is, it now looks pristine like it used to.
Oh yes, you can. Yep.
Yeah, so that way when Boris looks at it, it is fixed.
So Boris, you see this? Could you make an investigation roll for me, please?
Oh god.
JC, what's your spell DC?
Oh, I can never remember that. It's intelligent wisdom thingy, isn't it? 4.
Intelligence. It's your intelligence modifier plus your proficiency bonus.
Efficiency will be 6 right now, so.
Yeah, so 10 total. And I need to write this down.
Sounds like it's windy. So you got 18 then. So that's fine. Boris, the chair is pristine. He's fixed it. In fact, he's made it better than better.
I will hug him and give him the 2 gold pieces that he asked for, unaware that JC has already given him 5.
Well done. Well done. It's good job. Well done. I'm good at fixing things. Right, I've got to get back to work. And he pockets some money, and you can just see these. So what's all that noise? There's somebody eating.
digging through all the spell books.
And you can just see. Boris, could you make a perception roll for me, please?
Yep. Hey.
Everybody's laughing at you.
Boris will join them in that laughter. This is hilarious.
Okay, they're all laughing and sort of pointing, and as you laugh at them, they laugh even more. You're going to keep laughing?
Yes, and I'll point at them and say, anybody who needs a chair fixed, that's your man.
One of these guys on scaffolding, and he laughs so much he steps backwards and he falls. It's about 30 feet up.
Can I catch him?
Can you catch him? Well, first of all, can you catch him?
If it can help, I know obviously Mage Hand can't lift someone, but I use whatever I can to slow any form of descent. Okay,
so first of all, Boris, make a initiative roll for me, please.
Initiative, okay.
You get an advantage. I think you get a bonus on that. Okay. And
I don't understand how that works.
He rolls 11. Yeah, so you see him fall, and you make an athletics roll for me, please. And you catch him. He is a bit bruised and a bit battered, but you catch him. And he stands up, and they all start laughing their heads off. This was very entertaining. But after 5 minutes, they go back to work again.
Well, that is a catastrophe averted, everyone. Good job.
And you can see the chap who fell off is a bit sort of shaken by it.
Don't worry, sir. I am also very excited by the repair of the chair. But be careful.
Okay. So the chair is on the ground. Okay. Are you going to pick it up again?
Assuming Boris hasn't forgotten about it, yes, he will pick it up.
Okay. Could you just make another perception roll for me, please?
Quacha!
As you pick it up, you can see in the air where it was, you can see that the chair has left part of its essence just floating there.
That's how powerful the chair is, Boris.
I have no idea what that means. Dak, Lewin, I need magic people. There's chair here.
Dak is still like several streets away. He's just walking at this point.
Look, Lewin's with Dak at the back. You ran ahead with JC, so you can...
Dak!
Oh, God.
Dak!
DM, can I do a perception check? Is there sort of thunderation in the air? Is there sort of reverberation and clouds forming?
It's a nature roll, isn't it? Survival roll, yeah.
Survival.
Yeah.
That's 18.
No, it's quite a nice, clement spring day. You don't think there's going to be thunder today?
Now, Dak, as far as I understand, druids have the ability to interact with the elements, don't they?
Yeah, to a degree.
You already know what I'm thinking.
Jack is so deep in disappointment with Boris at the moment, he's not thinking properly, so no, I'm afraid I don't follow.
Oh, good.
Note to self, never have Boris do shopping again.
Yeah, this is all Dak's thinking this entire time as well. This was a mistake.
I like to
He's
think
trying to fix, but it's not going too well.
it's just getting us closer to Connor's character at least.
Chance we're getting there tonight.
Well, dearest leader, I'm afraid the wrangling falls to you this time.
It frequently does. Well, we'll just follow the shouting and we're bound to catch up to him at some point.
Don't worry, whatever you do, I will follow your lead and make it look convincing.
So you get there and you see Boris standing there, he's put his chair on his back, and you can see there's a bit of chair just floating there in the air. Tiny little bit, only about 2 inches by an inch.
What's this?
Mine image can't move, can it?
Nope.
It cannot move, it is a static image, although you can make sounds.
Okay, I was only going to try and make it like waft off in the wind, but I can't do that. So.
Dak's going to go over, bend down, stare for a minute, and then just while still bent over, just turn his head towards you, JC.
I will come over and pretend to be staring at the same time and whisper to you, I'm trying to calm him down. I made it look fixed, and now he's seen the illusion.
What are we whispering about?
Just make it disappear. Dax is to wave his hands around like he knows what he's doing, and then hopefully it'll disappear just at the right time.
And as Dak does that, I will make it disappear.
There you go, Boris. All sorted. Nothing to worry about.
The chair's okay?
Yeah, the chair is fine.
It's on your back. It's on your back, Boris. You can't sit.
Oh, by the way, I just want to put this in there before Boris says it. If Boris goes to get the chair off, I will minor illusion the same thing again.
He's got to do this forever now.
Yeah.
Otherwise you'll lose his shit.
Luckily minor illusion is a cantrip, so...
Boris is pretty forgetful. Just don't remind him and he probably won't notice.
Okay. Now, with that catastrophe averted...
Oh, it wasn't my fault.
Boris?
Yes.
At what point did picking that shopkeeper up by his forehead seem like a good idea?
When he poked my chair.
Okay. People are not as replaceable as chairs are.
I think they are more replaceable than this chair, yes.
We are in a civilized area.
Then don't poke my chair.
you cannot pick people up by their foreheads.
Ever?
Ever. Not in a city. Unless I tell you to.
Boris, are you not forgetting the core component of being a champion of chords? You have to ask them to fight first.
Mhm.
Remember, if they touch the chair, they're challenging you, but they've got to verbally confirm it before you can start wailing on them.
This is true. It's the only
So-
honourable way.
So just remember, next time when someone touches the chair, you say, "Do you want to die?" And when they say no, you don't pick them up by the forehead.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds reasonable. They get a free attack on the chair.
They get to attempt to attack the chair, yes. And then you get to warn them.
Okay. I agree to this.
Good.
It's good. It's good for you acted so quickly as well. If you hadn't moved that poor man out of the way by his forehead, he would have exploded.
He would?
A non-champion touching the chair? You were good to quick, so think.
Ah. Well, I didn't know that would
is
happen.
firmly in his hand at this point.
But maybe Cord guided me.
Indeed. Just remember, ask first, punch second.
And as you're waffling down in the erudite district towards where the mages are at the Alabaster Lyceum and the Carna Pansophical, you see this arcane light go up from one of the central domed buildings, go up into the sky. You realise the mages are still adding their protection to Singorn. Brackets, get you back on track, close brackets.
Yeah. Right, well, I think that's our cue to get back on track. Are we done shopping, please?
Did I actually get any javelins?
You got
got
one.
one.
Oh no, I'll let you take that one from the builder. He gave it back to you.
Alright, one javelin. Okay.
Oh, actually, there's one stuck in your side as well.
Ooh, 2 javelins, and
Yeah.
Dak only had to pay 100 gold pieces for this?
Yeah,
That was
that was-
fucking-
I had to pay off the builder. You've paid him because you didn't realise I paid him. So it's probably ending up more like 120,
No,
130.
That was for the fixing of the chair. That was an
You still got
entirely
the
different transaction.
Dak's got a migraine.
Okay.
What were we doing?
Are we done shopping? I hope we're done shopping. Please say we're done shopping.
I could do with different clothes.
Oh, God.
There are in this area that you can see there are some highbrow, high class areas, emporia that sell clothes.
I'm not sure I can afford any more of your shopping, Boris.
High class, though, Dak.
I haven't got the funds for it. I gave my last gold away to stop that shopkeeper from having you arrested or shot.
I mean, we would have just killed him, right?
No, Boris. We're in a city. We can't do that.
But I can ask first, and then kill him.
If they challenge you, you can ask. You can't just ask, would you like me to murder you horribly, and then do it.
Oh, so many rules.
Yeah, I know, but this is civilization, I'm afraid.
Is that smiling friends?
Yes, it is.
Hello.
Hello, but I'm not sorry.
So you recognise Dak. You're close to a place where you have bought clothes before. Dagobash's hosiery. And that is just about 1 block away in the Cloud Top district. If you want clothes, you've been there before.
Okay, let's head there, because at least hopefully we'll have some goodwill as a returning customer if Boris decides
Okay.
to pick him up by their dick or something.
Okay.
Don't give him ideas.
Only if he pokes my chair with it.
And you see this shop front. One of the windows is still boarded up. The other one is working. It's still not everything has been repaired since the devil attack. Dagobash's hosiery, and inside you go in. Yep. And inside you see a high-class establishment. There is an elderly lady there with grey hair in a bun, very obese, and she's sort of doing some seamstress work on a shop mannequin. And behind a counter, you can see this 17-year-old now girl who's standing there with brown hair, looking slightly bored behind the counter.
Okay, as we go in the door, Dag's going to turn to Boris like a parent does to a child in a fancy place and say, "On your best behaviour."
I give him a curtsy.
JC will be following, keeping an eye, ready to do something.
Yes, well, on your best behaviour in my establishment. And this elderly lady, obese lady, she comes up to you, and she's only about 5'2" tall, and she crosses her arms under her bosom, and she sort of hoists her bosoms up a little bit. Yes, best behaviour. Are you here just to browse, or are you here to shop? I don't like browsers.
We are here to shop, I believe.
Oh, shop! Oh, welcome. Didn't you say hello? I'm Mrs. Slocum. Welcome to Dagobash's hosiery. And over there, we have Miss Brahms.
Sure, a little head nod.
None of you know those characters, are do you? Oh, you're being served. None of you know them.
I never saw it, I'm afraid.
There wasn't much to see, really. It was a bit rubbish, but there we go. And Miss Brahms says, "Yes, Mrs. Slocum, I'm free." Mr. Slocum as well. What can I interest you in? We have very high-class ladies' wear here. We have skirts and bras. And we have some gentlemen's stuff as well. Unfortunately, Mr. Humphreys isn't in today. He's having one of his migraines.
That's unfortunate.
Yes.
We were looking for some apparel for my a rather large friend here. Something practical.
Oh, he's a big boy, isn't he?
Certainly am.
Rubbish, my boy. She's older than I am.
Not sure about that.
Mrs. Slocum, okay, and she looks at you and she walks around you, and she takes out a pair of glasses, and she inspects you very closely, Boris. And prods some of your muscles and things. Oh, there's a bit of blood on your side. You've injured yourself.
Yes.
Oh, I'll fix that. And
JC will interject and say it was a life-saving critical mission.
Oh, well, I'm glad to hear, but please don't bleed on my floor. So you have to use powerful chemicals to get rid of the stain of blood. So, what can I get you?
Well, I quite liked my previous style.
And what was that?
Well, these skirts you have here, I had something like that, but it was more of a crossed pattern.
Ah, well, I have a cross pattern, so you're more like a cross-dresser, is that right?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm not so sure on the bras, though. I have rather unique nipples and they chafe. I tend to have a bare chest most of the time.
Right, well, well, if you like cross-dressing, I'm sure we can find something. Miss Brahms, come here. And Miss Brahms comes along. Could you get to the...
JC wants to drop in a little idea to Boris because he's a little as it is. What about adamantine bras, Boris? They might protect the nipples a bit better.
Oh, I think that would really chafe. I have very solid nipples.
Adamantine, Boris.
No metal can contain these nipples.
and Miss Brahms comes along and brings you a summer dress. White cotton with yellow flowers on. We did make this especially for a lady ogre, but she unfortunately died when the devils attacked. But we could sell this to you. It may fit you. Oh yes, look at this, and it's a ladies' summer dress basically.
It's an improvement. I like it.
I'm not sure about the top bit.
Well, we could adjust it.
Could it be something that's more just around the waist, even if it's fairly high on the waist? I don't like things over my chest and shoulders, you see.
He wants a tennis skirt.
Okay, well, let's have a look. Well, we have a giant's a giant skirt, and basically there's a leather skirt that you can hoik up to your chest, and it comes down to your feet.
How high up to the chest are we talking?
It covers you. It just covers just below your nipples.
Oh, that almost sounds perfect. Can I try this on?
You certainly can.
Whilst you're trying that on, JC's going to drop another little nugget and go, anything along the lines of tights or stockings for the tentacle?
Yes, that's a strange-looking leg you have there.
Yeah, I do need to fix that.
Yes, well,
maybe.
Well, this dress will cover that. So basically, it's brown leather. It's got some nice stitching in it, some nice cross stitching, and it goes just below, just where your rib cage is, and it goes all the way down, flaring to where your feet are.
All right, I'll look around at everyone. What do you think?
Yeah.
He's going to do one of those, like, you can sort of tell it's a bit fake, but it's awkwardly large smile with thumbs up.
You just
It's
see
quite a
that.
statement.
You see that
Yeah.
Lewin's monocle has just darkened like sunglasses in the right eye.
This is not gonna. This is built for. This was made for a small giant, but even so, it's still very big for you, and you will need a big leather belt to keep it up.
Oh, if we need a belt, let's get a belt.
Oh well, I can do you a belt. So you can. So basically, you can get this very large. You can call it a kilt, but it's really a skirt. A big leather belt with a brass buckle, and the whole lot will cost you 50 gold pieces.
All right. I think I look rather fantastic.
Well, if I do, it's not quite what I would wear, but if you, the customer, as they say, is always right, and you must be right.
Excellent. I love being right.
Congratulations, 50 gold pieces. Miss Brahms?
Boris hands over what he thinks is 50 gold pieces.
Okay.
Jack will double check it.
Okay. Make roll a d20 and subtract a d10 from it. You hand over 55 gold pieces.
55
Well.
it is.
Little too much there, Boris.
Huh? It's about right.
Well, thank you very much, good sir. I must say, it's a pleasure having you visit the Daggerbash's hosiery. We have other outfits for the rest of you, if you wish.
Ooh. You guys could do with updating a little bit, I think.
Yes, actually,
Oh,
Mr. Big Man, Mr. I didn't catch your name, Mr. Boris, they said. Would you like a hat to go with that?
Show me the hats.
And they've got these little small hats with veils on the front. He's got these great big wide brim hats, a little bit like a Notting Hill type hat. They're all sort of, imagine ascot type female hats.
Big wide brim one, I think Boris would be attracted to that.
Oh, that's you have very, very good taste. But that one's quite expensive. It may be able to be arranged. That is 40 gold pieces, this hat.
Boris puts it on and he turns to everyone. What do you think?
yeah,
Can you all make charisma? Can you do? I want you to do a group check now because we get into group check mode. How are you not going to laugh?
So we're focusing his arcana into his monocle. He's managed to shade out the right one, and then with his left eye, he is firmly looking at the center of his nose.
Excellent.
Can I use an arcana check? To,
Yes, you can.
Focus,
Yes, you can.
Focus the magic on my monocle.
Yep. Not going to be difficult. Ah,
That's a
perfect.
30.
Perfect. And actually, some of the windows in this place darken as well. Okay, Iskip, what are you going to do? Or are you just going to burst out laughing?
I'm going to burst out laughing, but I'm going to play it off as Freddy has just told the most hilarious joke. So I'd love to make a deception check.
Do a deception roll for me, please.
It's minus one as well, but
It's only Boris here. Yeah, Boris. So Boris, his Skippy's playing with Freddy, and Freddy's made him laugh. Dak, what about you?
Well, Dak is still absolutely furious about that other shopkeeper, so this is just thinly veiled anger. But this is just spite. This is just Dak intentionally doing what he can to get his own back on Boris without actually physically injuring him. So this is just full out deception.
Okay, so it's going to be more difficult because we've already had one deception roll. Go for it.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yep. Oh, okay,
18.
That's fine. 15 is fine. Yeah, 18, you got 18, so you're fine. JC.
JC's going to come to a minor illusion of himself just in front of himself, so he can be behind that, laughing his head off silently, whilst at the front, just like he's standing there, like, yeah.
A minor illusion is going to be completely still.
Yeah, that's fine. It'll just be like, yeah.
Okay, so make a stealth roll for me, please. To hide behind the... Oh, not a problem. And let's
behind, JC's going to be like biting his hand and sort of laughing, doing his best to be as quiet.
And I know he's not here. Let's have Brick do one as well. So Boris, you think everybody seems very happy with this, and they think this is magnificent.
They love it. All right,
they do.
I hand over what I think is 40 gold pieces.
Okay, could you roll a d20 and subtract a d10 from it? Okay, 40. You managed to give her 40 gold pieces.
Damn, Boris is getting smarter. You should be worried.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay, and once you've done the transaction, they quickly bustle you out of the building because you are bad for customers.
Do you know what? I'm going to do it again. Boris, you're getting smarter. It must be the hat. Like mine, it keeps me dry. Yours makes you smarter. It must be a hat.
Okay, could you make a deception roll for me, please?
I'm so sorry.
50. Boris, could you make an insight roll, but with advantage?
I pray. Yes.
Boris, JC knows about hats. He always wears a hat, and he knows that he's got a magic hat, and he reckons this is, as he just said, this is a magic hat that's going to make you smart. And you just got the gold right.
I do feel like I'm getting smarter. Maths.
Every item Boris owns is magic.
Yep.
Okay, so what are you doing? You managed to waffle successfully for an hour, so what are you doing now?
Does somebody else want to take over for a little while?
More, mate.
Oh dear.
I'm just going to remind you, there is a bit of a time limit here.
Yeah, like there's like people in mortal peril, but as long as Boris looks dapper, it's
Look,
fine.
I just need a pair of shoes and we're good to go.
Oh God.
Well, you don't need a pair of shoes, you need a singular shoe. You've got a
That's
tentacle.
true. Yeah, this is true. They're half price.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. That's killing me. I think you just ended the session there, right?
We've done it. We have beaten D&D.
So, there was a beggar, a veteran of the war, with two crutches, one leg. Comes up, she goes, "Hello, you said you wanted a shoe. I can sell you a shoe. I can sell you my single shoe if you wish. I have strong feet. I don't really need it. I can send you this magic shoe that I have." He has seen what JC has done. I am a veteran of the wars, you know, from against the Chroma Conclave and against the devils. I fought alongside Vox Machina, and I fought alongside the Wafflehouse, and I'm a veteran, and I can sell you my magic shoe.
Well, thank you for your service, sir.
I can sell you this shoe for 5 gold pieces. You can see he's got one leg. and is wearing crutches, and is basically a simple sandal.
Is it?
No, it's not. It's for the wrong leg.
I'm gonna be you have to say it's the wrong leg.
It is wrong foot, yeah.
Does it fit my outfit?
And he looks you up and down. Oh, sir, you look truly spectacularly splendid.
I know.
This would suit. This is the modern fashion in the Cloud Top district, don't you know? The rest of you just see this. JC, you recognise the clasp at work.
Yeah. I ain't saying a thing.
May I try it on?
You may. And he so he puts his crutches down. He puts his other leg down, and picks up his good leg. Takes the shoe off. Hoiks his leg, which suddenly materialises, disappeared again. Goes the crutches, and it gives it to you. There you go. Try this on. But be careful. If you spoil it, if you break the shoe, you have to pay for it anyway. 5 gold pieces.
What's the magic?
The magic. It helps you. Well, I don't know if you know. It is the shoe of ambulation.
What does that do?
It makes you ambulate.
I've always wanted to ambulate. And JC, you see, he starts talking gibberish, and JC, you hear him say to you, "This is too easy. This is like taking candy from a baby. I can't do this." Yes, I can.
JC, just because he's loving the spectacle, will ramble back and say, "Yes, you can."
Okay. So JC and this stranger are talking about the weather and the sky. And you have a shoe. Are you going to try it on?
Yeah, absolutely.
It's about 5 sizes too small. Oh, sir, that fits perfectly. And
it's a magic shoe. It'll change to fit, right?
It will. It takes a while for the magic to really to seep in and work.
You have to attune to it, Boris.
Okay, I will do that.
Yes, he's what he said.
Most people would call them blisters, but for your purposes, it's magic.
So basically, there's some sandals, and your feet bulge out the front. It's far too small. You can just about do the sandal up on the end. It's a bit tight, but no pain, no gain.
All right, what do we think? Does it work?
Oh yeah, flawless.
Yep. Couldn't look better, Boris.
All right, Boris hands over what he thinks is 5 gold pieces.
Okay, well, could you roll a d6 and take away a d4? So you give him 8 gold pieces.
Yep.
And thank you, sir. And as I say, I hope this you can ambulate to your heart's content.
I will.
And it just scarpers away. And he runs away on 2 legs.
All right, now all I need is a cloak. Right.
Actually,
anyway,
it's really quite uncomfortable. This shoe's really quite uncomfortable. It must be good magic because it really hurts.
I'm sure it will sort itself. So
Boris will spend the rest of the day farting around. What are the rest of you doing?
Okay, I'm going to pull myself out of the situation at some point, probably when the belt was coming out. Can I attempt to look around town, see if I can find any things which can help me get to Marquette via the teleport spell, particularly items or links to a teleportation circle?
Well, you were told there wasn't a teleportation circle in Ank'Harel.
That's fine. So more the case of looking for items or a location, anything which can improve the odds.
Where are you going to go for that?
So I will do 2 things. I will go to Gilmore first, because I know he comes from that part of the world.
So you go in and Gilmore is there. He's brewing potions behind a curtain. Welcome. Lewin, I believe. Yes, Lewin, welcome back to Gilmore's Glorious Goods. What can I do for you this fine day?
So good to see you again, Gilmore. Gilmore, you come from the continent of Marquette, don't you?
I do, yes.
Would you have anything which would help me facilitate teleportation to Ank'Harel or the nearby areas?
Well, I do not. I haven't been back there for a long time, and the things I brought with me are probably no longer attuned to that area. I really don't have anything here. A teleportation circle would be very useful. I may bring that up with the Council of Tal'dorei.
Not a problem. I appreciate the help anyway, Gilmore, and I look forward to returning with my bags full of gold.
I would look forward to doing that too, and purchasing my wonderful things. And don't forget, bring some components so I can make things as well. I buy as well as sell. I mean, if you wish to get to Ank'Harel, you could. I could sell you a teleportation scroll, but if you don't know it, it may be a bit risky.
Yes, and alas, I probably do not have the funds to afford that at the moment.
There is a sky ship at the skyport. I think that will be travelling to Ank'Harel as part of the Alphasaran industries. So that's a potential way of doing it as a boat from the harbour, but that may take a while.
Yes, if I cannot get the teleportation spell more reliable, I may have to rely on more mundane methods.
Well, or you could walk, I suppose, but you'd have to walk on water. But the Wafflehouse, I'm sure, could do that.
Oh, I can do that on any day. But enough of my prattling. Goodbye for now, Gilmore. I look forward to seeing you with lots of money and another hero under my belt.
Yes, that too. Have a good day. As a friend of mine says, B-day.
Oh yes, I have one of those too.
Yes. Not quite sure what it means, but he says that to everybody. Right. Okay.
Ta-da!
B-day.
And then, in the interest of time, I will just inquire into costs of getting a skyship to Marquette.
Well, the skyport has been repaired. The devilish part has been removed. There is a skyboat there. It will be about 500 gold pieces a person.
500 gold pieces.
A person.
Okay. Per person, yeah.
Yep. Which is quite expensive, but travelling on a skyboat is expensive.
And then I will track down the party, which I'm assuming is probably the easiest thing I've had to do all day.
Yeah, you hear mumbling as Boris is limping.
Hello, everyone.
So what's Iskip doing whilst this is all going on?
Just been with this group of the shenanigans. It's just Freddie and I are just chilling out, watching people enjoy their time in the city, because we haven't been in the city in a very long time.
Freddie's he is. It's going to cost you about a gold piece full of food that he wants. Every time you go past a pie store, he wants to eat something.
Eating pies, going to the street vendors, trying all the different delicatessens.
Yep.
We found a new sandwich called a New York deli, which is some form of salted ham and pickled gherkins.
Oh, he likes that.
Yeah, it's amazing.
There is in the Abdal's Promenade, there is an empty shop. You can see a faded banner on the top which says Albion the Baker.
I'm sure there was a baker around here.
There was.
I'll ask about, see if there's any good bread stalls, because we both are partial to a good loaf.
Well, the really good bread stall has closed down. Albion something he just snapped, and he just closed his shop down.
That's a shame. Do you bake bread?
Well, no, I'm a cobbler.
I'll have some of your cobbles then.
Oh, well, I can make you some shoes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Let me have a look at your feet. I can cobble you up something quickly.
I'll just have one boot, please.
One boot? Okay. Of which foot?
The right.
Okay, so well that will cost you 2 gold pieces, and you get given a steel toe capped, iron shod, single mining boot.
Wow. Thank you so much.
Well, I'm intrigued to know what you're going to do with that, but the customer is always right.
Yeah, thank you very much. And I'll go meet up with the party as well.
Sorry?
I'll go meet up with the rest of the party
Oh, right.
as well.
Okay. And easy to find because you hear sort of cursing as Boris is limping. Look, Boris, you're getting blisters in your foot.
It'd be worth it.
Fashion in action.
I am undulating.
Ambulating with his tentacles.
That too.
Excellent, love it. Okay, so whilst you have a thing, I am just going to go and get another beer and have a wee, and you decide what you're going to do, because we've had enough of shopping.
Should we ask Alora or anyone, since she sent us on this quest of like, can you get us over to Ank'Harel and back, please?
Yeah, we certainly can.
I mean, again, I can attempt it. It's just the risk of something going horribly wrong is about 50%.
Yeah, but she may or may not have something. Some of those other magical folks. We're not questioning your ability, Lewin.
It's going to make for an interesting conversation, though, because she tasked us with finding out what happened to Singon, and then we're going to be like, we're going to Ank'Harel.
Yeah, we've got a lead. We're following that lead.
Yeah, it's a tenuous link.
So basically, to put it in perspective, if I roll between a 1 and a 43, we end up in like the elemental plane of fire.
That's quite high.
Yeah, we don't want to go there again.
That's a 43% chance I can disappear for another few weeks.
Yeah, exactly. Hence why I'm trying to find anything more reliable.
I think at the very worst, if we do have to take an airship, it should be expensed by the city, right? We have no money. We're poor fuckers.
I mean, all I'm saying is we will make full payment upon arrival.
How the hell did we get so poor, by the way?
Because I spent all of my money getting all my spell components back, plus a whole bunch of spell scrolls.
Plus, we've done a lot of things for a lot of people and never gotten a reward.
Oh yeah, we should probably do something about that, shouldn't we?
I think the last 6 major quests we've done.
Yeah, we saved the world a few times, and then we've just been like, see ya.
Clearly, altruism is strong in this party.
Oh yeah, well that's because I'm in charge.
Allow me to tell you, I mean, how immoral do you guys want to be? So there's a fun spell called Flesh to Stone, where you can turn people into statues, and then you use transmutation spells to turn them into gold. You have golden statues.
I have no problem with that.
Right, have you decided what you're doing?
We're ruining an economy.
Yeah.
So as you are discussing this, Dak, you get a message in your mind from Alora for Soren.
Oh, that's good.
Are you still here? Have your studies shown you a resolution to this problem?
Well, we've got a potential lead that takes us to Ank'Harel. We're just trying to work out the best way to get there.
Yes, we don't have fast teleportation to Ank'Harel. Something we have been considering for a while, but we've not had an opportunity to do so. Maybe if you, maybe something we need to consider in the future.
In the meantime, the skyship seems like the most viable option, although a tad expensive.
Well, if you mention that this is on Arcana Pansophical business, then they will waive the cost.
Ah, thank you very much.
No, thank you, Wafflehouse.
We will update you in due course.
Okay, and so the sending, there was 2 sending spells that were cast then, and it goes back, and so you can see the mystic stuff, the arcane stuff is happening at they're kind of pansophical.
Cool. And when we all regroup, I'll let them know that we can get there for free.
Okay. So what are you going to do?
Assuming that our wandering fellows have returned, we'll head to the Skyport, I suppose.
Okay. Do you have all your bits and bobs with you, or have you just been out for the day in the...
I think, well, Dak can only speak for himself. I think I left the Riacrop planning to travel immediately.
Yeah,
so.
Okay. So are the rest of you happy with that? You're going to go to the Skyport? The leader has spoken.
Yep.
Okay. So you go to the Skyport, and why is that stopped? You go to the Skyport, and you ascend. There are teleportation circles to the top of the Skyport. Remember, you've been on this before, but the teleportation circle had taken you elsewhere. But it is working now, and you get about 2,000 feet up. There is a skyship there. A gruff captain comes and meets you. He's an elf, but he's a elderly-looking elf. I'm Captain Barrett. I've been contacted by Council of Tal'dorei to escort you at good speed to wherever you wish to go.
Marvellous. Ank'Harel, as quickly as we can manage.
Ank'Harel, well, that happens to be where we are heading to. Some of us come from there. You can see all the sailors on here have got dark skin. They're very deft of foot. And they run around and... so I don't have to sort of muck around too much. You get on board, and as soon as you want, you can set sail.
Anyone got anything to add? Hold your peace. What are we doing?
Let's go.
Go.
Yep.
So
as long as there's a warm spot to curl up, I'm happy.
Okay. So you. Where is my picture of this? Maps. Sorry, I don't have a map of the whole of tal'dorei anywhere, of Exandria anyway. So you travel across the Osmit Sea, and it takes you best part of 2 days to travel across the Osmit Sea. Are you guys going to do anything whilst you're travelling on there? Just going to enjoy the view.
I am going to use my time and use my money to transfer one of my spell scrolls into my wizard's book.
Do you have the resources and things for that?
I'm assuming that with time in Emon, I could have acquired those.
Okay, so what are you from the spell? So what spell scroll are you going to try and do?
It's Force Cage.
Okay, so what level spell is that?
I think that's 6. Hold on.
So you need to do an Arcana roll for that.
It is 7th even.
Okay, so I'm just going to put you on here.
Why did JC enter with a squirt of blood?
that
Is that just your natural
would be telling.
Who is not on there? We don't have a skip on there. There we go. So you're on this ship. Okay, so you can try and describe that. So you need to do a Arcana roll.
Okay.
And it is a DC of 17.
Could I get someone to help with that, please?
Not with this, you can't, no.
Nope, I can't even get guidance.
Not for this, no, because it doesn't. It takes guidance is for a single action. This is I think it's going to take you about 4 hours to do.
Yes, that's correct. Well, that's a fail by 1.
Oh,
no.
Are you sure Boris can't help?
well, that's probably Boris is trying to help.
If there's anything that JC can do, he will do, but I don't think there is.
What did you roll?
I
4.
rolled a 4.
I'd
19.
I'd hate that.
Yep.
That
would suck.
That sucks. That's a lot of money wasted.
Yep.
So you try as you might, you cannot get it to work. You keep trying. This was from a scroll, was it?
This is from a scroll, yeah.
So the scroll vanishes as well.
Damn, that's a shame.
That's why you need expertise in Arcana if you can get it.
It's not physically possible anymore.
And he why do you roll so badly? No. Okay, so you cannot get your head around this. And the scroll disappears, and it has failed the transcription.
That was a good 5,000 gold pieces. Oof.
And another 350 for the materials for the spell as well.
Oh boy, I have 8 gold pieces left.
So you're flying across the Ultimate Sea, and you gets warmer, and you get to a desert. Actually, I was going to do things here, but I think I'm going to move on. And you cross the desert to you see sand dunes beneath you, undulating, and you see caravans travelling across the desert ahead of you. In the distance, you see a jewel of a city, glowing central waterways, a huge oasis in this barren desert. As you come across Ank'Harel, the captain says it's probably a good idea unless you're here on official business with the powers of Ank'Harel, that you disembark before you go into the city, or do you wish to go into the city itself? You know, if things are being done so objectiously, you may want to get off beforehand. If you want to make an official entrance, you can do it that way. You can go to the skyport in Ank'Harel.
Yeah. Well, we would have had a day and a night, wouldn't we? So
yeah.
Let me have a little reshuffle quick. If we want to go in quiet, like, I'll do windwalk on a lot of us, and we can float our way down. Sound like a plan?
Float down into the city, or outside of the city and then sneak in?
Yeah, well, we'll have windwalk, so we can do either.
Is the city particularly well guarded? Will floating people make them shoot us?
You don't know. It is in the distance. You see this gem of a city there ahead of you. The large marble palaces, minarets. The city is alive with colour. Even from a distance, you can hear the activity and banter, and the selling and the commerce that's going on. The ship goes in and it comes into the. If you're not going to do anything, it's just going to keep coming in because it doesn't want to change direction and cause itself issues.
Cool. Lewin, do you want to telepathically bond us?
I would if I could, but it's not on my prepared list today.
Okie dokie. Right. Well,
it doesn't need to be on your prepared list.
Oh yeah, it is a ritual, isn't it?
It's a ritual.
Cool. Well, yeah. Yeah. There you go. Everyone's got that up for the next hour.
Okay.
Cool, I'll do that, and then I'll windwalk the lot of us, and we can disembark at our pleasure.
Okay. So you come across, and the can you see the map from where you are?
Yep.
Yeah.
You can see the Ank'Harel map. Yep. Good. And you can see underneath you there are rivers. There is a very, very spectacular palace. You can the heat from the desert is rising. In the distance there are mirages. There are mountains to the north. There is haze in the sky. Even high up, you can taste the sand in the wind. You land. You dock with an airport and are taken down to the ground floor and to the streets of Ank'Harel. The captain says, "Well, I've got you here. Good luck, and may the gods be with you." And you walk out of the skyport, and the place is just full of activity. Where is Wafflehouse?
Who's the man in the portal?
So you can see activity there, and you are basically left to your own devices. You've got here now. There's lots of noise. There's lots of activity, and if I can find. There's lots of banter and noise in the background. The street urchins running around. One of them comes up to JC.
Oh, God.
And he goes, "Hello, mister. You're a cat, aren't you?" And he gives you a clasp sign.
Reciprocate said sign back.
And in Thieves Cant, he says, it says to you, which none of you, rest of you understand. The man said you need to go and talk to the vendor over there, and he points to a stall where there is a canopy over it, and you can see an elderly man sitting behind it. And then he also said you'd give me a gold piece.
I'll give him 2.
Thank you kindly, sir. He looks shocked. You give him 2, and he runs off.
Brilliant. I'll turn to the others and say, whispers on the wind that there be. Says we need to go speak to that gentleman over there. Point. Well, not point, but sort of just gesture. Okay.
And you can see there is a street stall. There is awning over the top of it. There is just a simple table that's been put up there. On that table, there is a large briefcase clicked open. But standing behind it, you can see an elderly man wearing sort of mohair, long coat, wearing a hat, grey hair, and standing there and goes, "Oh, hello. Are you interested in some trinkets?"
Oh my God, no!
Oh yeah.
I wonder if you've got a ring of +0 protection.
Do you say that? I do.
You know what? Yes, I will.
I do. Well, if you're after magical rings, I am certainly the man for you. I have just freshly back from an encounter in the wilds of Marquette, and I've got loads of wonderful trinkets, but I have a magical ring here. And he gets out he got these trinkets, these brass trinkets and things on the top, but underneath that he's got this one. I found this, and this is very valuable. and he just holds it up. Doesn't let you touch it, and you can see this gold ring with a big red ruby on it.
Shiny.
It's shiny. This protects you.
By how much?
A lot.
How much is it?
This. And he doesn't. He pulls it back. Says, if you any of you have the enchanting magical sort. Well, if you cast some of your arcane magic on this, you can see how magical it is. And he gets out a cloth from his coat, and he starts to clean it. There we go. You can see on the top of this gem, you can see there's almost like there's some melted metal on it slightly. And he gives it a bit of a clean. And he goes, there we go. If you wish to cast your arcane ritual on this, you can do so and see how magical it is.
I feel as though I'm being baited here. It's a good thing I have a wisdom. It's a good thing I have a wisdom of 0. I will indulge and look if this ring is indeed magical.
Oh, it is magical. It has transmutation magic, and bit of evocation magic. In fact, there's a whole kaleidoscope of magic on it. But it's transmutation and a bit of evocation, which is probably the most predominant thing here.
Then I will let JC know that this ring is very magical. I myself would like it, but I have no money.
It is.
How much is this ring?
It is 5,000 gold pieces.
I'll give you 50 for it.
well, that is that's funny, but it is 5,000 gold pieces.
Unfortunately, that's quite a bit out of my price range.
So what is your price range? I had you down as... Oh, look at this fantastic gentleman behind you wearing this long skirt thing and the wide-brimmed hat. Very good idea having a wide-brimmed hat coming to Ank'Harel like this. Would you want this magical ring? 5,000 gold pieces. I got the voice wrong. Yes, 5,000 gold pieces. That's what he was. That's how he talked.
What does it do?
It protects you.
Ooh,
it is very magical.
All right.
If this is out of your price range, I have other lesser magical items here. From the wells of the source of Ank'Harel, blessed by the gods themselves. JC, you know he's spinning yarns here.
Yeah. But it's too fun to watch Boris getting too deep.
5,000 gold pieces for this ring.
You're still directly to Boris right now?
Yes.
Oh.
With your majestic outlandish outfits from the foreign climes.
Yes, it's quite the fashion.
It looks slightly uncomfortable, particularly that footwear.
Oh, your feet,
your toes are swelling slightly. And actually, if you're going to make any sort of acrobatics roll, you're going to have disadvantage because your foot is swollen and discoloured now.
Well, I think that's the power seeping into my foot.
Very wise. Well, the power of this magic ring, and he just lets the sun just glint on it and catch your eye. This is most special. Only for our special visitors.
Oh, well, and I'll get out my pouch and I'll give it a bit of a shake and go, doesn't feel like 5,000 in there. I don't think I can do it unless...
Unless?
And I'll turn to the party and say, unless we can do this together.
Magical gem? And you can see some of the people are interested and are watching this. Lewin, your detect magic is up. And you can see his handkerchief has got some magic residue on it now as well, after it touched it. And there's one of the other knickknacks in the trinkets has got a slight magical glow to it as well.
I mean, again, if Lewin had any money, this would be like a sweet shop, but I don't.
I think I've just twigged.
Alright, does anyone have 4,000 gold pieces?
Nope.
Ah. Well, seems like we can't afford it. Good day, sir.
Oh.
And Boris walks off.
Okay. What about, how about that knickknacks?
I was going to say, but boys, we need to speak to this gentleman.
What? Why?
Because that's what we were told to do. And I'll look at Dak. So, you know, we came here for information. This is who we need to speak to.
This one?
Are you sure, Casey?
Well, that's what I was told.
You, give me information.
So he looks like well, information costs money. I can give you information if you wish.
JC, what information?
Dak, what information?
The person who... You know what? Fine. Time to Lewin. since apparently we're playing this game now.
Yes.
Do you wish to buy this enchanted ring or not? Or should I move on to other customers?
Oh, sorry, I don't actually have any money. I'm just browsing.
What are you browsing through? Oh, right, sorry. Yep.
Yes, alas, I spent my last 5,000 gold pieces on a scroll which didn't work.
Alas, I have done the same myself. It is soul destroying when the gods spit on you. Normally it's like trying to find an oasis in a desert and realizing it's just a mirage. But I have cheaper trinkets here. I have. This is a trinket of protection, which I have. In my recent encounters, I found very helpful.
What sort of adventures do you get up to in a market city such as Ank'Harel?
Oh, this is not in Ank'Harel. This was out of the city. I was out looking through some of the old ancient relic sites. And we find other things, and he gets out a little pouch and he turns it inside out, and inside you can see a blue flame.
My goodness, that's an eternal flame. I recognise that.
Yes, it even sings songs to you.
Now that is impressive. I must have to check out these ruins at some point.
Yes, well, there are many out there, but we were quested to go and do this for the Platinum Dragon himself. I am very important in this city. But enough of this chit-chat. Do you wish to buy anything or not?
I'm afraid that I am, when I say skint, I mean quite literally skint. I have nary a coin to my name.
Well, you may try. Sometimes you look and you find money where you didn't know you had it. If you don't have that, you can buy something that's cheaper. Or if you can't buy anything at all, then can you move on so somebody can?
Very well. Oh, before I go, information is always useful. I'll flick him a gold coin. Do you know?
He snatches out the air.
Do you know anyone by the name of Akbar?
Oh, there's a lot of people called Akbar here. My name is Arthur. I am actually not from this area, but it's I have spent many years in Ank'Harel and in Marquette.
Lewin's going to slide another 4 gold pieces.
And they don't even touch the tabletop.
Yeah, that's fine. And I will say, why don't I take that? Why don't I take that ring, and you can let me know any more information about this Akbar, with more in line if it is helpful.
This ring is 5,000 gold pieces.
The best I can do is 5, I'm afraid.
Well, you are just playing with me now. I'm sure people like you look like well-travelled adventurers. I'm sure you've got money stashed away in haversacks or bags of holding or portable holes or something.
I give him my gold purse.
Okay, well, thank you for that, but this is not going to buy the ring.
Well, I just spent 5 gold pieces on your good company, good sir.
And it was money well spent. But if you don't wish to purchase this, then I bid you have a good day. Enjoy the pleasures of this beautiful city.
JC, your organisation will operate in the city, correct?
Who do you think told me we needed to speak to him?
Well, maybe not. It could have been just a chancer for all we know. Is there any potentially some official channels we could go through to try and get the information we need?
Would I know of any in this area that we could ask?
You are you from Marquette? I can't remember. Where's JC from?
Neither can I.
You are from Ank'Harel.
Yeah, that's where Specs is from.
You have been here before. You are a member of the clasp. You realise that this man didn't do any clasp signs for you, but you have seen clasp members in the markets.
Yeah. Well, I'll try and find one of those, and then obviously in Thieves' Camp ask them about. We need information on someone. Where is the best place to go?
Well, you need to present yourself to the Thieves Guild then.
I'll obviously ask for directions.
We don't just give directions. Someone will find you.
Understood. Then we'll be awaiting.
Okay. I have other knickknacks I can sell you. This one's only 5 gold pieces. There's a little tin star. I got this for being a successful fighter in the wars, you know.
No, I think we'll be on our way, I think.
Okay.
Business to conduct.
Okay. And he looks disappointed, as Arthur, and he shuts up his briefcase. And you wend your safe way into the streets of Marquette. And there are spice stalls there. There are lots of sweet meats, sweet cakes. There are chickens walking along the street. And there are lots of street vendors here selling all sorts of things. There are beggars coming up to you asking for alms and help. JC, you managed to steer most of them away, so you don't lose anything here.
Well, if they're going to find us, then we may as well be comfortable while we wait. So I think we find somewhere that sells maybe food and maybe drink.
Yeah.
And settle in while we wait.
Okay. So there are many food places. There is this strange delicacy on the side of the road. You see this almost like an elephant's leg on a spit, roasting, rotating around next to a flame. And they keep carving bits off, put them in some bread and serve them to people.
Oh, can I have some, Dak? Dak, can I have some?
I don't see why not.
We're just going to run over there. This sounds awesome.
Okay, so there's a kebab shop. JC, you know this area. This is, you know, not to trust some of the street food. If you're going to eat it, make sure it's properly cooked.
Yeah. I will keep an eye over what bits of meat get.
Actually, JC, you will know the thieves here because you are from Ank'Harel, so you will know where there's a guild house.
Okay. Well, I'll steer us towards. Obviously, we can still get food on the way.
Yep. Okay. So you eat food. That's going to cost you. It would normally be 5 silver pieces, but because your coin is foreign, they're charging you slightly more, so they're going to make it 10 silver pieces per person for food.
Yep.
Can Boris spend more than that because he is so excited by this in his first bite? He loves it.
Yep.
That he's like, and he's like taking as much as he can from them, running over and putting some in Dak's hands. JC, you have to try this.
Yep. Okay. You can do so. So who's got the money for all this?
Boris is paying what he thinks is whatever this person asks for.
Okay. And they're asking for basically it's 10 silver pieces a person.
10 silver pieces a person.
And an extra
10 silver per goal.
Yeah. And extra silver piece if you want extra chili sauce.
Of course. Obviously.
Yeah. And you can have your first ever kebab. You get, whilst you're eating, you can see a couple of men in robes come up to you. Says, "We will take you to the guild master." And
yeah, I'll make note to the others and say, "Let's go."
And so you take your kebabs with you, and you get taken in. And I'll cut this short now. Basically, you get taken into a guild area. The rest of you are blindfolded. JC are not because you are recognised.
Yeah.
You're taken to a dark place. I thought you had left us for good. Crusoe.
Exploring the world. Unfortunately, some of that exploring requires work, and work has brought me back.
You look like you've fallen into a jewellery shop, covered in these welts and things.
Yeah, occupational hazard, unfortunately.
You look like a sick cat. So you need to pay your jewels 15% of all monies that you have on you.
Oh God, how much is that then? Hang on. Let me get my abacus out.
Okay, so you have to how much have you got? So you got the bag of holding, haven't you?
Yeah, but I have no idea how much money is in that, genuinely. I know that on me I've got just over 1,300 gold, so it'll be like 206 pieces or something of gold.
So you need to give 15% of that.
Yep.
And Mr. Clouseau,
like
open the bag of holding for me, please. I recognise that.
I'll open it. I've got no reason not to.
And you look inside, and inside there are 25,000 gold pieces. Oh,
that's where all the money went.
JC. Oh, you have done very well. 15%, please. So you got 25,000 minus 3,750.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'll hand that over.
You have done well. Ah, my friend, come sit. And they have a hooker.
Of course, the others are blindfolded still, aren't they?
Yeah, but they've taken off. You're in the central, it's in the dark room now. And the blind, as you have all this money, the blindfolds are taken off, and you're offered cool, refreshing red wine. And there are a number of hookers there, which are slowly, smoke slowly coming up them, which you are allowed to share.
As no one else knows how much is in there, now I know how much is in there. That bag of holding is going to be a bit more tucked around behind the cape.
Well, the rest of you have seen the transaction, and a lot of money just been handed over.
Oh, I thought they were still blindfolded.
Oh, they have. Yeah. Okay. Iskip can hear the money, the jingling, because of his high passive perception. And
it was at 15,000 gold pieces.
And Iskip, your Freddy is sort of peeking through, and he's actually telepathically talking to you, going, "Lots of gold shiny things. Lots of gold shiny things, Mummy."
But wouldn't it sound the same to Yixip as before? Obviously, like there's a bit less in it now, so you still wouldn't actually know how much.
Lots of shiny things. I like shiny things too. Can I have shiny things?
I like shiny things too, Freddie. I think once we're finished up here, maybe we go back to that nice man who had lots of little gadgets and gazmos.
Oh.
No food, sadly, though.
You didn't get me a kebab. Nobody got me one of those meat things. That looked nice.
No, Boris just handed them out to everyone and just forgot about you.
Everyone.
And you can see he starts to cry. You can see these little mercury tears fall out of his nose.
I think, Freddie, what we should do is, because you're strong and powerful, you should go and talk to Boris and tell him what you're feeling. Share your feelings with him.
So he jumps out
before
from you.
Before you do that, we should do the ring guy first.
So he jumps out and goes up to Boris, and all the thieves go, "Oh, what's that? What is that you're bringing here, JC?"
Don't worry, that is my companion's child.
Child? Looks like a salamander. Yes. Do we kill it?
No. He's with us. He's perfectly safe. It's adopted child.
You can see a lot of people drawing swords and are standing ready.
Ah, no, you have to ask first.
Oh, this isn't the place.
I'll just tell Freddie to come back real quick.
When he comes back.
Come back over here, Freddie.
Okay.
And we'll deal with that later, Freddie.
And he goes to one of the hookers and he starts puffing on it.
I thought you said hooker.
A hookah. Not a hookah.
No.
Right, okay.
We can pop
Into the gutter. Okay,
cool.
so they exchange pleasantries with you. You're given the free run of the city. You're under the protection of the clasp. You and the Wafflehouse, and after about half an hour, you are allowed to leave again after paying your dues.
What I will do is I will go up to Lewin and say, turns out there was a bit of gold in that bag, a bit more than we probably thought. And I know
there was a lot more than you probably thought.
Oh yeah, I'm just saying. I'm saying it like this.
Yep.
I know you've hit financial hard times, and I'm just going to hand him 2,000 gold carefully and out of sight of everyone else, as not the group, but like the general population, and just say, at least this might help.
Ah, JC, you have ensured that your life will never be cut short as long as I'm around.
Mm-hmm. So you're still in the thieves area, but remember, if you're splashing cash about this around, it's going to get noticed.
Yeah, that's why I say I do it carefully.
Yep.
And,
yep.
How much are you giving me?
2,000 to start with.
To start with. Damn.
No. JC, did any of your friends happen to mention an information broker of some description?
Not directly, no. But obviously we can. I suppose whilst we were in there, we could always have asked.
You asked that. Akbar. There's a lot of Akbars in this city.
Yeah.
Akbar the Wanderer.
Akbar the Wanderer, eh? Well, there is an Akbar the Wanderer. He's drunk. Why do you seek him?
It doesn't sound like the same person I'm looking for if it's a drunk. Maybe it's a common title.
It could be a subterfuge. Everyone thinks he's drunk, but he's actually a mastermind.
Yeah, he's a. If it is the Akbar the Wanderer, I know he is a drunk, and he's a wastrel. I doubt somebody as powerful as you, JC, would need to, unless you have a special business, to have anything to do with him.
Well, we have been told to search for him, so Business is business.
Well,
I'm simply the guide here.
well, we will see if we can find him and let you know.
Many thanks. And I'll tip some money. I'll 10 gold. Or, you know,
Oh, it's very, very magnanimous of you. So you're out back on the streets again.
Yep. Lewin, you get your 2 grand.
Oh boy, that buys you 1 get out of jail card.
Only
So
1?
generous.
Practically buying lives.
I
Paid to win, didn't you hear?
I think you're underestimating how powerful my favour is.
Well, hopefully we'll never have to test it. I do mean that genuinely, as in hopefully I never need to go help.
Well, if you stay with us long enough, you almost certainly will.
Yeah.
Well, anyone else got any ideas? That was the only one I had.
I think we should go find that crooked salesman again.
Oh?
That ring looked really interesting.
Oh, have you got 5,000 gold? You use it?
No, but you do.
I feel
Do not.
pretty confident he was just a shyster.
Freddy wants the ring. Whoever gets it, I will pay you back. I have lots of debts. And apparently anyone I have debt to dies, so...
That seems like more of a reason not to loan you money.
I mean, I suppose you can't be chased by a loan shark if the loan shark is dead.
Okay, so what are you doing?
I think we're just hanging around until we get told about Akbar the Wanderer. aren't we?
Well, we should probably try to be a bit more proactive in our search. I'm just not sure how to start from there.
Well, they said he's a drunk, and that obviously they have to find him, which means he's not here. So how about we try and find any tavern equivalents?
Taverns, you say?
Equivalents. I don't think they quite have the same sort of tavern that you would think of, Boris.
You skip. Freddy goes, I want shinies. I want shinies. Got any shinies?
I only have a little shiny Freddy. Here's 1 gold, and I'll give him a gold piece.
Mummy, would you look after it for me?
Yeah.
Thank you,
I put it
Mummy.
into a little Freddy bank account.
Little piggy bank.
JC, could you loan me 5,000 gold pieces, please?
I personally do not have 5,000 gold pieces to lend you, otherwise I would.
Freddy needs.
So could you make a deception roll for me, please? And skip, make an insight roll.
I
Oh,
personally
joy.
don't have 5,000, so I'll do a deception.
Or persuasion, your choice.
They're both. Well, no, deception's better.
Skip, can you do a...
Insight.
Yep. No, he's telling the truth. He must have been hearing things. It must have been the jangling of the lights or something.
Well, the last time I shoved my hand in the bag and was able to pull out loads of money, so I'm just going to go shove my hand in the bag again and will out 5,000 gold pieces.
So she's going to hold the bag in such a way that the gold's kept a bit out of reach.
It doesn't quite work like that with a bag holding.
So you can't.
One hand I'm holding the end, the other one's I've got sort of like a hook of the bag.
So you can't. You
just
can't.
move the
You can't.
bag every time.
You can't
An
will the money to the
astral
top.
hand.
What was that?
You can't will the money to the top. You have to search around inside it.
I'm not willing it to top. I'm just shoving my hand in.
Okay, and it's
And
just
try to pull out.
it is 3/4 full of coins.
Oh, geez. Oh, look, there's loads of money here, JC. Wonderful. Thank you for the loan.
And everybody stops and looks at you.
See, except this is
I-
why you don't do this.
I just start shoveling it into my own coin pouch.
And
I'm going to make the bag of holding invisible with myself. Thank you very much.
okay,
And anything that's on me will turn invisible.
and he's got money or no? No, wrong. That's elf, isn't it? What do these guys sound like? Oh, he's got money. Got some money. Oh, he's vanished. Ah, he must have been some.
They see Yigsit with the money.
Yeah,
and you see a pink cat just disappear.
Street performers. Huh, rubbish. I've seen better tricks down the alleyways. They go back and do what they're doing. So, Skip, how much are you nicking from that bag of holding?
5,000 gold.
So you shovel it, okay? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'll let you do that unless JC's going to stop you.
I will graciously thank JC for the loan and add him to the list. Thank you, JC. And then I'd like to find my way back to the shifty salesman, if that's okay.
And he sees you again and says, "Well, once you bought it, if it's broken, that's on your own head, be it." Oh no, you didn't buy anything, did you? Oh, sorry, a force of habit. Yes, what game?
Sir, I missed the opportunity with you earlier, but there happened to be a particular ring of protection that you had.
Oh, you have a fine eye for detail, sir.
Yes,
he opens his briefcase again, and inside you see this ring, gold ring with a big red ruby, and there's a splash of molten metal on the top, which is hardened.
Beautiful.
And there's all these little knickknacks in there as well. There's little trinkets, there's some tin medals and things like that.
I happen to come. How much did you say this was again? 3,000 gold pieces. Wonderful.
No. 6,000 gold pieces.
I will start putting 3,000 gold pieces in his hand and take the thing. Thank you very much. Goodbye.
He's not letting it go. It's 6,000 gold pieces.
Unfortunately, all I have is what you said earlier, which is 5,000 gold pieces, and one favour.
Well, first of all, and then just as you say that, Freddy's head comes up and goes, "Hey, shinies!"
Yes, this will be yours soon, Freddy.
No, that. And his muzzle points towards the tin thing, the trinket that's there, the tin medal.
Ooh, and if you chuck that tin in too, 5,000 gold pieces, the ring, the tin.
You drive a hard bargain. I'm not going to haggle it. We'll just say it settles on 5,000. Sir, you are a man of impeccable taste. And he slowly hands you the ring, and he hangs onto it as he reaches for the coins. And there's a rapid swap. And it gives you the tin medal as well. And Freddy's very happy with the tin medal. Very happy.
Am I able to grab his hand as he's trying to do the swap?
You can try.
Yeah. So he's trying to swap the ring out, right?
No, he's handing you the ring. He's not going to give you the ring and then wait you to give him the money, because you would just vanish. So so you're both touching the things at the same time, and he gradually lets go of the ring, and you gradually let go of the money back. The money.
Oh, see, yes, as long as I get all my pieces from him.
Yep.
That's
and you get the tin medal, which
Awesome.
Freddy is very happy about. And he manages to find a way to actually fix it to his scales, and he's very chuffed with himself.
Wonderful.
Mammy, I've got a medal. I've got a shiny. I've got a shiny. You got a shiny too, but my shiny's better than yours.
Freddy. Thank you. Thank you, good sir. Any repercussions? Just know that
he's gone. The suitcase is going click, and he's just out of there.
Fine. And I'll head back to the party whilst holding the ring, rubbing it gently. My precious.
So there's some metal on the top of it. It's sort of like melted on. Looks like. Doesn't really fit it. It's like this slag metal. It doesn't look like it fits onto it.
It's being rubbed and caressed gently as a precious thing.
Okay, so you rub it. The metal starts to flake a bit. The metal on the top of the ring, the slag metal.
I start rubbing it even more. I was like, oh.
Okay, and that piece of metal just falls off. And then the ring... Thomos, what happens?
You see a figure from where the metal has rubbed off. As you rub the gem, a mountain catapults out of the ring, landing face first in the ground in front of you. I'm assuming you would take a look. He is I haven't checked how bloody tall he is. I was listening to you guys all of him screaming. No, so about 5'3". You notice two very interesting bits from the back of his head. He's got long lilac hair, and he has two sets of black horns protruding from the top of his head with various flowers adorned on them. As he stands up, spitting the sand out of his mouth, and turns to look at you, and just sort of looking between you and the ring, and you can see sort of like, that's mine.
Did I break your house?
I think you fixed it. I haven't been able to look outside for quite some time. I've just, unfortunately, the only thing I could see in the last, I don't know how many years it's been, is that man's pockets.
Pleasant, I'm sure. Just another quick question, and I'll show her, him, them. Yeah, him.
Yep.
Freddie, you're not another child, are you? For me, right? It seems to be a recurring thing.
JC,
wait, is that you asking me if I was a child?
Yes,
sorry.
yeah. As in, are you going to be a kid of mine now?
Well, no. I have my own family.
Ah, excellent.
JC, we'll say to Yigzip, as they've obviously caught up and they're clear with this, I hope. I have heard of rumours of genies from lamps, you know.
Well, that's a common misconception. If I may have this back, thank you. And he just reaches out to pick the ring out of your hand.
Okay, well, can you make a contested sleight of hand roll for me, please?
Oh, that's not going to go well.
No.
It's not for me either.
12. 12. We're fumbling.
So, Iskip, you just move it out of the way.
I think our resident magic people might want to look at this. You're not evil, are you?
My goodness! Yes, hello. I am already intrigued, and I want to know everything about you. Firstly, the horns. Not a tiefling.
So I guess I would assume you'd be able to tell from Lewin's background, being from the knowing of the Feywild.
I would indeed, and I would say, we are almost distantly related, you and I. We both come from the Feywild originally. You much more direct than me, but I still understand my cultural heritage. You're terribly sandy. Hold on, and clap of the hands, and there's just a massive little pyramid of dust and sand, which empties out of all your crevices, and suddenly you feel as though you can walk again.
And there's a small cough as the last bit of sand escapes his mouth. It dusts himself down, so I'll give you a full appearance now. So yeah, he's got lilac hair tied back and sort of slightly braided, amber eyes with small runes tattooed around his iris, around the lids. Again, the intertwined horns, describe that. A very sort of stubbled beard, same colour as his hair, and he's got the only notable feature you can probably see from the face is underneath one of his eyes. He has a black mark. You could probably say it's a brand or a tattoo. You're not really sure from your distance, and it symbolises the sun. It's very much like sun shape.
Most interesting. My new friend, I have so many questions for you, but maybe not in the middle of this bazaar. Do you come from this place? Have you travelled from the Feywild? So many questions.
Maybe we stop there, because I think we started a whole new. It's a whole new thing. So
it is a whole new thing.
You fucking guys in the ring! I was losing my mind in the background.
Okay, so shall we? Sorry, yeah. No, you say.
I was gonna say, if JC knew that there was 25,000 gold in the bag, we would have just bought it the first time.
I know, I was crying in the background.
But JC,
I genuinely only had like 1,700 gold. So it was like,
JC, There was
Yes.
only 1,700 gold pieces in the bag, but now there's 25,000. You found 25,000 gold pieces in your bag. You have no idea how it got there.
Even better. This is a sign from the gods.
Is this all the money that Lewin owes to his debtors?
No, if we're doing the money I owe, I'm not anywhere close. I still have about 60,000 gold
I'm gonna
pieces
do
to pay.
I'll do it in a second. Okay, look, I've got to go and look up the chickens. So, otherwise the fox will get them. So I am going to stop there. I'm going to stop there now. I'll let you guys chat amongst yourselves if you wish to. But I've got to go and do some stuff here, I'm afraid. And welcome to Phomos.
Woohoo.
And have you described his trousers? Have you described his trousers to them yet?
I don't think there's any feature about the trousers I described.
Does he wear trousers? Is it just?
They're kind of like shorts, aren't they?
Oh, short,
I guess.
yeah.
I haven't gone that far yet. We are in the middle of the market.
Okay, well, we'll stop there. I'll let you guys chat amongst yourselves, and I will see you all next week. So I'm going to go and lock up the chickens before the fox gets them. Okay?
No worries.
Take care.
See you, mate. Have a good night. Well, good job, guys.
So, if it had been up to me, I would never have connected that ring to anything, and you'd still be there in about 6 months.
I just felt like it was when Mike turned around and was like, well, if you know, bags of holding, I was sitting there thinking, just fucking get the money, guys.
As I said, obviously when it was Arthur, I thought it was going to be
That's fine.
From the last one. That's what I sort of doing a joke. Have you got any rings of protection? Yeah, give you 50 gold for it in the same as the other session we did. And it's like 5,000.
Well,
I haven't got that.
I'm here now. That's what matters.
Yeah.
That's all good.
You owe us 5,000 gold. You know that, right?
Well, I'm pretty sure what I'm going to bring to the party is worth more than 5,000 gold. I mean, you've already spent 5,000 gold, and all you've got is a broken scroll from it.
Oh, I'm fuming about that.
Yeah.
That's not even rules as written. That's a real pain.
Yeah.
But that said,
Something like
that said, Mike knew exactly what I was planning to do, and I would have shut that shit down as well, because that spell ruins the game.
To be to be fair to him, he was like trying to find a way. He's like, yeah, but maybe if you, well, how did you roll so badly? But but maybe, oh no, that sucks.
Yeah, it's
what a shame.
how it works in the game. You've got a percent, you've got a 20%, you've got a 1 in 20 roll. Anything below a 5 is useless usually. And I rolled a 4.
Yeah.
Well, let's just say with this character now, thanks to Mike purchasing all those new books. Let's just say I've got a bunch of interesting shit that I've picked out from all the new spells.
Cool.
Ooh.
I'm like a kid in a sweet store. I was looking at some of the names and going, oh yes, I think I might just take that just for the sake of fun. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Very good.
Oh, that'd be cool. Do we get to know anything else about your character for now, or does that only come out?
Yeah,
in
I can
game?
do. I mean, we'll sum it up obviously next week. But I mean, if you go, I did do a little bit of work. If you go into my sheet, it should be on there. You should be able to see it, hopefully.
Nope, I can't see it yet.
No.
Oh no, I can't see.
Ah, bollocks.
No,
Okay, let me
that's
copy it into the chat.
No, leave it a surprise. Leave it a surprise.
It's not. It's the public bio that you guys can all click on and read. It's not the character sheet itself. It's the public part.
It's more fun to find. The question I have to ask myself is, given that Arthur is alive, is this before or after? Ooh, it's all very interesting.
It could very well be that he picks that ring back up from you somehow, and that's the ring he sells Cork Pop.
Yep,
Now
that's
completely
true.
worthless because it's empty.
I guess I mean, I'll give you the basics of the character. I'm not going to give you the backstory or anything like that. So you've seen the appearance. I'm running a Warlock Genie
Cool.
build.
See, I was bloody right when I said genie.
Yeah, I had to have a discussion with Mike before running it. I was like, I'm pretty sure Wish is off the table. He went, yeah, absolutely.
Oh yeah,
Which
that
is fine.
breaks everything.
To be fair though, it's all right because you got to keep in mind the level that Warlock is at now. I get the I get the limited wish anyway, so I can pretty much cast any. It's not all the time. It's like every few days, but I can cast pretty much any 6th level spell or below.
Cool.
Which will be quite handy. I wanted to go for a character that's like just very versatile in terms of like how I did with Jogzog. Like he was fun, but I was like, yeah, well, you know what, Jogzog's great and all, but I want to do something maybe a little bit less batshit insane and actually a bit more useful. So
Sure.
Can you cast Force Cage just to piss Lewin off?
What level's Force Cage?
It's a 7th level spell.
No, I can't. No, I only get one. So as Warlock, you only get one spell 6th, 7th, 8th, and 9th.
Chicken's locked up.
Hey.
No fox attack.
Good.
I was just explaining to the less spellcastery ones among us, which includes me, to be fair, how what spells I can get and stuff, like how walk basically works. So
I'll just stop recording then. I'll stop now. There we go.